Hi, I'm with Ziki Cooley. He's the Vice President of Marketing at Scodix. Scodix is an Israeli company that has developed this very interesting UV press. And they do some pretty interesting stuff with it. Zuki, why don't you take a couple of minutes and tell me a little bit about it?
Sure. So Scodix basically is developing the final touch technology. What we do is we add on value to printing. The way it works is we take prints of an indigo or an offset device, we take them to our press and then we run them through our inkjet UV device and add on layers of clear ink that creates all these effects.
So you call it digital embossing.
Digital embossing is part of the whole solution. What we call the whole value is final touch, because it really gives the final touch to the printing. It really takes the printing to a different dimension. The third dimension is so needed right now in the printing industry. What happens is that everyone is doing printing in a two-dimension, and they're trying more and more to compete and get to the end user and create an impact where the electronic media is doing the same thing and pretty successful-wise. So what we add, the three-dimension effect, really takes that printing to a different level, and that will create more impact and will create more response, which eventually this is what our customers and the end users looking for when they do any marketing materials.
One of the things you said when we were talking before was that, you know, normally a piece of printing is you just look at it and you see it.
Right.
So it engages you visually. What this does is it also engages you tactily with a sense of touch.
Exactly.
And you find that really makes a big difference for people who are looking at printed pieces.
Absolutely. The reaction when people touch it, the first thing they do, they put their fingers on it. And when they do that, that few seconds that they touch and feel that print stays in their memory. And once it stays there, out of all the other prints, all the direct mail or the greeting cards that they get, this one stays, and that's exactly what we're looking for. You can see how people touch it, turn it around. It makes printing into an experience. It's no longer just another piece of print, it's an experience. They talk about it, they show it to other people, it stays there. And this is exactly what you want them to do with the marketing material.
Now, you've sold some of these machines, you've sold several of them in Europe,
yes.
And you're bringing the first one into America right now. Let's talk first about the machines that are in Europe and some of the things they're doing.
Yes, we're very excited. We launched the product in May at the IPEX show in Europe, and ever since we started delivering presses, we've got them all over Europe, in Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, South Africa. We start laying them all over the area, and we took D-Scoop 6 as our launching, I would say, platforma here in the US to unveil the press. We've done that here. We launched it. This is the first press ever land on a US soil, and it does go to a customer. We're very excited about it. From that point on, we're going to hopefully get more presses in the US market.
Now, the applications the printers in Europe and in South Africa are doing, what are they primarily direct mail applications, or what are they doing?
Actually, they're all across the board. We've got marketing material manufacturer, we've got direct mail, we've got book manufacturer, book covers manufacturer. All of them are commercial print shops. They have both offset devices as well as digital, and they combine all the jobs on our press, adding value to all those prints. They do things like greeting cards, wedding invitations, book jackets, business cards. I mean, everything can be enhanced. Everything can have premium to it. And the customers, once they see it, this is 100% what happens with our customers. Once they see it, they want it again and again. They cannot go back. If you look at the difference between a print with a CMYK on it and then one with a Scodix on top, it's just a whole different ball game, and customers, again, cannot go back once they saw it.
I was noticing people here at D-Scoop were looking at it, and they kept picking it up and looking at it and running their hands over it to see, and they're thinking, boy, this is really nice. How do you do it? Now, you have different textures as well. You have a high gloss, but you also have a couple of more matte-like finishes. How do you achieve those?
So everything is done digitally. Everything is done by the software, and you're right. The final touch combines itself in it a whole different type of features. So there's a high gloss. Our gloss level is the highest you can achieve with printing. It's measured in gloss units, and it's a 99 gloss units in our prints. Then we have different densities, different textures. We can do different heights at the same print. Everything is done by the software, our proprietary software that we develop, and you basically create a PDF separation with all different kind of levels in it, and we know how to deliver that to the page fast and basically in one-step process.
It's probably one of the only really new innovative solutions I've seen in to do with finishing or post-printing in a long time. Congratulations on this. I look forward to seeing more of this, and I can't wait to see how it works out. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you very much.